Here's how I prepare my coffee enemies. I like to have it stack while doing enemas. Red light and Bible. Just reading my Bible while I do my coffee enema. There is a world where you get to sit on the couch on a Tuesday afternoon, holding your baby while watching Netflix and getting paid to do it. It's a world where you're on maternity leave. We set botaneries even in a business for a reason. Yep, you heard that right. Did I hear that right? Today's video is sponsored by Geology. Geology is a 41-time award-winning personalised skin, hair and body care brand which I use every day. They have over 10,000 5-star reviews per the fabulous packaging. Geology is powered by facts, not fads. Whatever your skincare goals or needs, whether you're looking to fight acne, reduce oiliness, prevent wrinkles, combat dark under eyes, Geology has you covered, and it's so easy. So very easy. All you do is click the link down below or scan the QR code, take a 60-second diagnostic quiz, tell Geology about your skin and your goals. Their dermatologists will design a personalised routine just for you, which is then shipped straight to your door. Not only that, but if you use my code EmmaThorne70, you get 70% off your personalised skincare trial set. That's a full month for only $12. Plus, you get a free gift and up to 50% off of add-ons. Trust me, your skin will thank you. My favourite thing about Geology is how easy it is. With every routine, you get this card that tells you exactly what to do in the morning and at night. Not only that, but the products themselves have numbers on them. So if you're a real silly little guy, a silly little stinker, and you lose your card, it doesn't matter. Number 1 morning and night face wash. Next, you moisturise and protect with your morning cream. This has SPF protection, very important for the summer, very important all year round, always have your SPF on. At night, we wash face once again, under eye cream, and night cream. Easy peasy, piddly dee. Use the link down below, scan that QR code, get yourself 70% off your full trial set. Grab a free gift, up to 50% off of add-ons. Trust me, it is well worth it. Thank you so much for listening and to Geology for sponsoring this video. Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, and welcome if you are new. Recently I was thinking to myself, I haven't heard much from the multi-level marketing industry recently. Perhaps it is dying down. So I went to anti-MLM on Reddit to check, and no, they're still at it, guys. They're still at it. Companies are shutting down. Unique, I think about a year ago, changed their compensation payment structure that saw a lot of people leaving. But still, there are people every day falling into this trap. If you've not heard me talk about multi-level marketing before, it is essentially a pyramid scheme with extra steps. The majority of the money is made by recruiting other people. They get around the illegality of a pyramid scheme by having actual products. The products are generally not that helpful, overpriced. The commission that people selling them make is tiny, and they employ these weirdly cult-like tactics, spread a lot of misinformation in trying to recruit people because that is the main way that they make money. They also copy and paste a lot of resources and use the same language. If you've never really heard of this topic before, you might find yourself looking at some of the language and being like, oh my god, I've seen people like that. I've met people like that. And now you'll know why. This one kind of made me laugh. He is risen! Happy Easter, friends! Today we celebrate new life, renewed hope, and the power of fresh beginnings. As we soak in the joy of this day with family, food, and maybe a few chocolate bunnies, I've got something big on my heart. I'm chasing a dream all the way to Mexico, and I'm so close to that huge goal. $1,000 in orders this month with pharmacy, and I need your help. This isn't just about skincare and beauty, although yes, our spring must-haves are fire. It's about building something beautiful through faith, hustle, and a whole lot of heart. This Easter, I need you to give me money. It's about faith, I swear. This is something else they do a lot, which is post their children. This subreddit in particular has rules around hiding people's identities. It doesn't allow for including any identifiers, so there can't be any hate trains or something, which is part of why I like it. Don't come on here very often. I don't really use Reddit generally anymore because seeking out things that make me annoyed is just not a very smart use of my time. But it's a handy place to jump on and see what the latest the latest nonsense is and have a little chuckle. The face when he hears other moms say they want more money and more time with their kids, but they're too scared to work with me. Confused AF. Why are you scared of working with me? It's so fun and easy. I'm giving you all the ingredients and the recipe, but it's up to you to bake the cake. I think we've seen that on this channel before, the ingredients recipe thing, because everything they say is copy-pasted, regurgitated from somewhere else. That toddler in a pram is not thinking, why aren't the other mums joining the cult? It's thinking, la 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 la, he he he, I'm hungry. Now you're down 7 pounds, bloat is gone, energy is through the roof, and you feel better than you did before kids. It's the same day. It's the same moment. She's just sucking her stomach in. Oh, Energic is so very awful. This is a Kangen water saleswoman. Maturing is realizing that certain types of debt will make you a very wealthy woman. No. Let's talk about debt. Everyone's least favorite word, right? But what if I told you wealthy women don't fear debt? They use it. They're committing financial crimes? What are you talking about? They use it to invest in high-ticket mentorships, programs, and sales skills that build service wealth. Serious wealth, my bad. Here's the truth. There are 2 types of debt. I think I've also seen possibly even other Energic people posting the same thing. Bad debt is spending on things that lose value the second you buy them. Shoes, bags, bottomless brunches. Love them, but they're not paying the bills. That kind of debt costs you. Good debt? That's the kind that pays you. This is the difference between debt and investing, right? You shouldn't be going into debt for shoes and handbags. You shouldn't be going into debt to start a business either. If you're looking to start a business, you want to fund that through investors or get government loans and grants. Okay, I guess you can consider government loans, like small business loans, a type of debt. And if that's what she was talking about, that would be fine. But she's talking about putting it all on the credit card, putting Energic products on the credit card. That's not good debt. That's bad debt. Again, if you're not familiar, I've definitely talked about it here before, but Energic, their Kangen water products, they have basically a ridiculously expensive series of just water filters. And they make insane medical claims about just the water filters that they sell. It's the most ludicrous. When you invest in high-ticket sales training and see the ROI, you're learning how to create, sell, and close offers that bring in 4 figures per sale. You're building an asset. Again, that is part of the appeal of high-ticket MLMs, which kind of take on head-on the general the makeup and beauty MLMs where the money you're making is so small that you can't live off of it reasonably. You can't live off of a tiny commission on selling 3 mascaras a month. It's ludicrous. So these come along and say, yes, you can make this amount of money from one sale, but to get that one sale is near impossible. And once you've sold a water machine or 2, you don't get repeat customers because they've got the water machine. You use OPM, other people's money, to access the kind of support and strategy that grows your income. You take on strategic debt once to learn how to make money over and over again. Rich women, they're not just spending, they're scaling. These companies also do not endow you with any particular skills in marketing, otherwise there wouldn't just be Instagram posts of bullshit that everyone recognizes as bullshit. So no, going into debt isn't the problem. Going into debt for the wrong reasons is. Stop thinking of debt as something to avoid. Stop trying to avoid going into debt. Put it all on the credit card. Buy a machine from me. Become my downline. You will make me, I mean yourself, money. Some follow-ups. Reason you're broke, number 1. You won't take out a loan to start a business, but you're leasing a car you can barely afford. Comment training and I'll send you my intro video that explains how I went from 25k a year waitress to 7-figure business owner. Doubt. Let me tell you, it gets lonely at the top. Everyone talks about the glow-up, the breakthrough, the success, but not enough people talk about the silence that comes with elevation. You start to have less time, but more meaningful moments. You start to crave depth over noise, peace over pressure, and alignment over attention. Your circle gets smaller, not because you're better than anyone, but because not everyone is meant to walk with you to the next level. And you have to ditch some friends that keep saying, "You're in a pyramid scheme. Stop promoting this pyramid scheme. I'm not buying into your pyramid scheme." They're just not meant to walk with you. Not everyone understands the vision God placed in your heart. God put me in this pyramid scheme. Well, we did have that guy who said, God told me to do a crypto scam.
The Lord told us to walk away from our marketing company, and then he took us into this cryptocurrency. Well, that cryptocurrency turned out to be a scam.
So maybe God is doing all this shit for laughs. Not everyone sees the hours behind the scenes, the self-discipline, the sacrifices, the hard decisions. The version of you you're becoming requires a whole new environment. And yes, sometimes that means letting go of people who just aren't aligned anymore and keep saying pyramid scheme for some reason. But here's the truth. The higher you go, the more you realise it was never about being liked by everyone. This is so transparently like I've lost a lot of people in my life since I've been doing this scam. And I'm justifying it to myself in a Facebook post. That's sad, dude. It was about becoming who you are always meant to be. To see the woman growing, shifting, and elevating. I see you, and you're not alone. Keep showing up. The circle may be smaller, but the impact is greater. Ones like that just make me sad. Uncomfortable truth. If you don't make wellness a priority, something else will. If you don't make wellness a priority, something else will make wellness a priority. Whether it's stress, burnout, or health issues. Huh? I can't pass that into a sentence that I understand in English. My best advice? Start small with one healthy habit at a time and build from there. Every step you take gets you closer to feeling your best. Raise your hand if you're ready to make wellness a priority. If you couldn't tell from that post, Make Wellness is the name of a supplement multi-level marketing company. Nashville. What kind of accent is that's Tennessee, right? I've never studied the Tennessee accent. I'll do my best. 2 weeks ago, Mama was admitted into the hospital. It's been a whirlwind since then caring for her. Then my family got hit hard with multiple kinds of sickness, which we are still trying to recover from now. I've had to muster up the strength to get my house in order. For my own sanity, but also because we are renewing our lease at our little home, and we have a walkthrough on Friday to see if we qualify to move forward. Stressful situation. Guess what I finally did right now? I unpacked our suitcases from our California trip. For some, this might be normal. For me, an OCD organized freak who has ADHD, that is not normal. I wonder if she genuinely has OCD and ADHD. I usually put it away when we get home. Everything gets laundered and put up. That's just how I am wired. So to have it sitting here all this time reminding me of where my priorities have been and how I was needed the last 14 days. Oh, that sentence just doesn't end. That sentence doesn't have an ending. I've been a caregiver for my mama in her time of need, and also a mommy who was nursing her children back to health. The million things that run through my head. Missing church, kids missing school, ordering Grubhub, I guess that's a US sort of like version of Deliveroo or Uber Eats or something, because I don't have energy or groceries to cook or shop, working the bare minimum in my business, and hugging my husband as he comes home and leaves for work. I'm grateful God is sustaining me. I'm grateful so many people rely on me, and I am so grateful for the sweet friends who keep checking on me, who pray over me and just make sure I'm okay. When I'm usually the one who does it for others, it's such a blessing to have others love me this way. Day 3, I did my squats. I tried to eat and failed miserably due to no appetite. I'm drinking my water and taking my supplements. And I'm cleaning this house with the little energy I do have right now. I'm not giving up. No excuses. Hoping to get some sleep tonight and tomorrow. I hope to have more energy and the will to eat and keep solid foods down. God is good. Hashtag no excuses, hashtag determined, hashtag 21 day get fit challenge. Looking after her mom and her children, like not having the energy, like having no appetite and so not having the energy to like barely to clean the house. And she's still got to do this 21 day fitness challenge. Is it Wednesday? I'm seriously losing track of days. Went to bed last night with hopes that my kids would be back at school today. Yeah, God had other plans. My sweet girl woke me up again at 2 a.m. She had another date with the trash can that lasted a few hours. Then Bubba decided he wanted to join the party and woke up puking at 7 a.m. Will it end? Only God knows. I'm grateful I still have my sanity. Thanks, Adapt. These are supplements. I'm grateful I have energy. No, you don't. It doesn't sound like you have energy. Thanks, Brew and Rush. I'm grateful for decent sleep. Thanks, Calm. Charcoal gummies coming in clutch. Keep praying. It's so sad. No more excuses. You either want it or you don't. Take a rest. Take a week off. Jesus. We set botaneries even in a business for a reason. Comment me. Yep, you heard that right. Loud and clear. Did I hear that right? Around here, we're all about setting boundaries in every area of life and business. No more burning yourself out just because a new rank or title is calling your name. Wouldn't that be great if true? Growth equals consistent paydays and bonuses. Set your own work hours. That's every MLM. Catch training replays when it works for you. No pressure to show up live. That is good. Build your business on your time. That's the same as set your own hours. Off the clock, stay off. Your customers can wait. Now that if that's legit, if all the MLMs were teaching that would be such an improvement. Copy, paste, and take action. I don't care the amount of shade or nasty comments I get. I need help. If you can help in any ways, I'm trying to raise $87.96. I'm not saying which bill it's for so I can be roasted or given a bunch of backhanded comments. Actively looking for work even though I am disabled. 15 more days until food stamps are reinstated. I know it's so easy for people in good position or better ones that have vehicles and have resources to say, just get a job, just do this. I have 23 cents and no time left. Roast me, fillet me, whatever makes you feel better, but if you can, help please. Totally sympathetic. The systems that support people with disabilities in getting appropriate work and stuff like that, just not very useful. At the same time, she's saying she's upset that only one person has shared this. I get 10 times more success with people who actually listen and support and care about their well-being and want to change lives and make a massive income. Hun, people are not seeing that and thinking, I can make a massive income. People are seeing that and thinking, you have 23 cents to your name. Obviously, this business doesn't work. There's a real lack of self-awareness there that I just don't quite understand. I love a personal anecdote. I don't know if I've ever read a single real anecdote from an MLM, hun, but let's try this. Not a doctor, just in case you got confused. Just sharing our journey. My husband had a heart attack and had a couple of stents put in. His heart doctor wanted him on blood thinners and statins, but he didn't do well on them. I had never seen that man lay down in the afternoon, but suddenly he had no energy. So I told him, just try FIT. If you don't like it, don't take it. Well, anytime he skipped it, he could tell the difference. He's been taking it consistently for the last 3 months. At his recent checkup, his doctor was shocked. The doctor's always shocked. They always take whatever supplement, and then the doctor is... The doctor said he'd never seen anything like this before. That is in every story like this. He said my husband's heart sounded amazing and asked what he was doing. My husband said peptides. The doctor couldn't believe he wasn't on meds anymore. It's been life-changing in so many ways. We took a leap of faith. I truly believe God answered my prayer. Again, God is answering prayers about/with pyramid schemes. I've battled Lyme disease for 10 years. I was on 22 pills. Now, just all natural, bioactive precision peptides, all 6 of them. My pain management doctor even joked I might put him out of business or give him a reason to retire. He's excited to see what this company releases next. I believe it completely. Here's Energic again. Let's talk about how this machine pays for itself multiple times over. Before investing, my partner and I were spending $1 to $2 a gallon on dead water, with chemicals and stabilizers added from the store, drinking and cooking with 10 plus gallons a week. Do the math. It adds up. I don't really understand. They were buying water from the store? Then consider cleaning and home supplies. Bleach, mouthwash, facial toner, saline, laundry soap, sanitizer. Every single one by one machine and a few different water settings. Oh, and the tax benefits? It's a 100% tax write-off because I run my business from home. You still fucking paid for it though, didn't you? You still paid however many thousands for it. This water has upgraded our health, our home, our finances, and our freedom. And the machine is built to last up to 40 years. Fucking doubt it. 40 years of clean, energized water. No plastic waste, no sketchy ingredients, no weekly runs for jugs of water. Do they live in the fucking desert? Do they not have water piped into their homes? This isn't just an investment in water. It's an investment in your longevity, abundance, and legacy. Buying this stupid fucking pseudoscience water machine is investing in your legacy. I'll always stand behind this, and I'll always help other people find the same peace of mind and freedom, because that way I make money. Arbonne. There is a world where you get to sit on the couch on a Tuesday afternoon, titties out, holding your baby while watching Netflix and getting paid to do it. It's a world where you're on maternity leave. Except if you were on maternity leave, you wouldn't have to do the Arbonne work while you were nursing your baby. Things my shampoo business pays for. Organic groceries. Fuel for my Range Rover. Car payments for my Range Rover. 1,000 chai lattes. Pony gear for my daughter. Music lessons for my kids. My daughter isn't one of my kids. Family holiday to the Gold Coast. Freedom to not be on the clock in a 9 to 5. If you had a 9 to 5, it would pay for all those things. My best friend is getting married next weekend, and I get to stand by her side as a bridesmaid. She lives 3 hours away and needed help with some last-minute DIYs. Nothing crazy, but definitely the kind of thing that would have stressed me so much back when I had to ask for time off or worry about a manager saying no. But this week, I just packed up and went. No boss to ask, no hours to make up, just a quick road trip and a day full of glue, paper crafts, and laughs. This is one of those things I never really thought about when I started working online. Working online. Imagine if I had that as my job description. It's sort of technically true. Being able to say yes to the people who matter. Showing up without the stress, having time without guilt. If you've been wishing for more flexibility in your life too, leave an emoji to get a message with how. AKA monetizing everything. It would be like if I posted a picture. I went to a friend's wedding fairly recently. If I posted a picture from my friend's wedding and was like, if you want time to go to your friend's wedding without having to talk to a manager, then comment down below and I can get you hooked up on YouTube. It's awful having to monetize everything you do. Having to monetize anything as like a content creator is stressful. It's a bit annoying and frustrating as a way to live, to have to rely on monetizing things for streams of income, but like the idea of having to monetize your personal life is just so horrendous to me. I hate that shit. This is a Kangen, hun. I'm a little bit in shock. 1. A gallon of hydrogen-rich ionized water. Bollocks. 2. Rogers Hood heavy metal detox and parasite cleanse 1 to 3 times yearly. This has come up before, but this is just a shout out. It's a very serious medical condition if you need a heavy metal detox, and it has to be done in a hospital by a doctor. If you need a heavy metal detox, that's what's going to happen. You don't just do it. Don't just do it. That's not a good idea. It's probably, whatever she's doing is probably not actually doing anything. She's probably having like a fucking supplement for 3 days. But like, just in case. Number 3, 1 to 2 times weekly enemas. Coffee is my favorite. You have a fave? Which of the 3 have you been wanting to add to your health regime? 0. Definitely 0 of them. Things I do for my health that doctors probably wouldn't recommend. There's some self-awareness in that. Coffee enemas. Castor oil pack. I don't even know what that means. Drink hydrogen-rich water. Breathe work. If she means breath work, a doctor wouldn't have any problem with that. Just doing some breathing exercises. Consult naturopath and chiropractors before a doctor. Oh God, I hope she doesn't have kids. It gets worse. Drink raw milk. Pasteurization is what makes milk safe to drink. There's no other Eat red meat every day. Don't vaccinate. I hate you. When I stopped listening to doctors and started following my holistic approaches, or even just my own intuition, my health drastically improved. What rando bitch is trusting their own intuition over medical expertise? Here's how I prepare my coffee enemies. Coconut oil on hose for easy insertion. I like to have it stack while doing enemas. Red light and Bible. Just reading my Bible while I do my coffee enema. I googled my symptoms and it said I needed another coffee enema. One thing I do as a farm girl that people think is weird. Coffee enemas twice a week. That's not a farm girl thing. I'm dead. I can't believe how much that person posts about having coffee enemas. Oh, sweet crispy Jesus. How to do a coffee enema in just 10 seconds. They're obsessed with it. One amazing hair care oil. Seek no farther. Okay, that's enough. I can't tolerate any further than coffee enemas twice a week. While reading my Bible. I can't. I'm dead. Thank you for watching, everybody. That was cursed. I need like a mental enema now. I'm upset. I'm confused. I can't have a coffee now. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe so you don't miss future videos. The best way to support this channel and what I do here is via the Patreon. With that, I must give a big shout out and a thank you to my giant chickens and colossal quackers over on Patreon. Especially Conla. God damn it, Conla. Most importantly, have yourselves a very lovely week, and I will see you really soon.